Hello, everyone. Oh my god. First of all, yes, new tattoos, live it, love it. You know what? Deal with it. Guys, I literally just got back from a amazing camping trip. Got super lit. Partied hard, bitch. What up? How was your weekend? How did everyone spend it? I am super sunburned, which is why I'm saying that, because I don't want people in the comments to be like, Raleigh, your chest though. Anyway, guys, I am back and I am really excited to be making this video. This is a video that, like, man, fuck, dude. Honestly, I'm just to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to incorporate these types of videos into my Raleigh Reacts videos anymore because this is such a simple thing. Just fucking stop, dude. Like, just stop. Don't do it, you know? Like, why do I have to keep repeating myself over and over again? It's so common. I don't understand why people still do this. So I wanted to make a last hurrah, one last video talking about this situation and this issue. Yeah, hopefully, like, if you ever see anybody doing this again, just send them this fucking video. Just be like, you know what? Accept the fact that you suck and go watch this video. So yeah. All right, let's get into it. So guys, today's video, I mean, where have you been if you don't know what I'm talking about? Today's video is obviously, of course, going to be on probably one of the most frustrating things to have to deal with ever in the equine world, which is idiots riding horses that they're obviously blatantly way too big for, okay? I don't even want to say people. Like, you're just a fucking moron, okay? There are people who don't even know anything about horses that know that this is not okay, that know that this is clearly animal abuse, that know that, hey, maybe if you're way too big for that animal, you shouldn't fucking get on them. It's just common sense, okay? And these people lack common sense, so therefore I'm calling them idiots. Sorry, you lost your title, okay? You lost your privilege to be talked about in my videos as this person. Okay, the reason I'm bringing this up is because recently, over the last few weeks, I've seen an overwhelming amount of videos sent to me that are on this topic. And I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're abusing an animal, you deserve to be called out for it. Sorry, I'm not gonna sit back here and just let you slide on by like the rest of the fucking world seems to want me to do. Like, oh, stop being so mean to people. I'm sorry, doesn't the health and well-being and safety of an animal come before being mean to somebody and possibly hurting their feelings? No. If someone was beating the shit out of a horse, do you think I would stand there and be like, oh shit, I mean, what if I hurt their fucking feelings, dude? Like, I don't want to say anything to them. What if I make them go cry in their pillow or something? What is your logic, dude? Like, nah, fuck you. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about why you're a fucking idiot if someone sent you this video for riding a horse that you're clearly too big for. And yeah, maybe you should fucking stop. I feel like the majority of people who ride horses that they're clearly way too big for do it for shock value or entertainment purposes. There's not a single person that I've seen hop on a miniature horse and actually do it because they're trying to, you know, enjoy a nice ride with a miniature horse. These people, like, I'm sorry. If that's your entertainment, there's something wrong with you, man. Like, I'm sorry. Nobody else in society gets enjoyment out of causing pain to another animal. And I've seen a lot of people get on animals that they're clearly way too big for, and they're like, oh, it's okay, I was only on them for like 30 seconds or, you know, less than a minute or some bullshit like that. The fact that you actually think that justifies it and that makes it okay is honestly, it just like blows me away. If it was flipped around and someone was beating the shit out of their fucking dog and they're like, no, it's okay, like I only beat him for 30 minutes with a 2x4. What? The fact that this logic gets twisted around when it comes to horses especially just baffles me, because the shit that people do to horses would never ever be acceptable if it was done to any other animal like a dog or a cat. So for people who don't know shit about horses, and the reason I'm talking about horses specifically is because the majority of the time people do this to horses. It's just as bad to do it to any other animal, but I want to specifically reference horses in this this video because horses are the ones that it's done to most often. So if you are unfamiliar with a horse's anatomy, horses have no collarbone at all, meaning that the horse's back really isn't supported by much at all. In fact, a horse's back is only supported by muscles, 3 ligaments, and a few other abdominal muscles. That is literally about it. So a horse's back is actually incredibly sensitive. It's actually incredibly easy to damage it, which is why a lot of people specifically say, hey, make sure that you have a good fitted saddle. Make sure that you're not putting too much weight on the horse's back. There's a huge checklist that we equestrians, good equestrians, I would say most equestrians, go through when they start the process of riding a horse, which is why the majority of these people really aren't equestrians, and if they are, they don't know shit about horses and they just ride horses and claim that they're equestrians. So this is to everyday society people. Hello, welcome to my videos. I hope you love me already, that I'm just shitting all over everyone. So without these muscles, ligaments, and abdominal muscles, the horse's back will actually weaken, it'll dip to give to all of that pressure. So that is exactly why, like I said, everyone in the equine world is very, very specific on make sure you have a good fitted saddle to where it's not pinching the horse, causing any pressure points. Make sure you're not putting too much weight on the horse. This is all very important stuff because of the fact that horses' backs are actually incredibly sensitive to pressure. And as you can see right here, this is a thermal image of what a horse with a damaged back looks like. It will literally cause the entire spine to twist, to go out of place, to dip. There are so many things that can go wrong with this. Horses were not actually made to be ridden anyway. They're not actually built to be able to carry a substantial amount of weight on their back. And I know a lot of fucking people think that horses are like perfect for being ridden and all of this shit. That's actually not true. Horses can really only comfortably be ridden for no more than 20 minutes at a time without them starting to have back pains, even with a good fitted saddle and someone of the appropriate weight. So it's very, very, very important for you to make sure that your horse is comfortable and to make sure that your horse is definitely in a good fitted saddle with an appropriate weight on their back. And not only that, but it also puts a lot of extra pressure on the horse's hooves. It puts a lot of extra pressure on the horse's legs. I mean, it's honestly just really, really shitty overall. It's one thing if you did it because you didn't know it was wrong, but you know what, babe? Now you fucking know, okay? You're fucking welcome. Let's all have a party and just, you know, stop this shit. I don't know why this isn't banned yet, because it's honestly getting to the point where it's so ridiculous to see this, and it's so damaging, it's so cruel to do this to an animal. And if I haven't mentioned it already, a horse should only carry 20% or less of their body weight. I would honestly go as far to say no more than 16 to 18% of their body weight. 20% is like a max. Like that is the max that that horse can carry. I would say that if you want to keep a horse comfortable, stay around 15% or so of that horse's body weight, and that would be a good zone to be in. There's no such thing as different breeds of horses can carry more weight on their back. That's not a thing. All horses are built the exact same way with the exact same anatomy. Some of them might be bigger bones, they might be taller, they might be larger or smaller or whatever. They still have the same fucking anatomy, people, which means that they still run by the same logic. So now I want to talk about a few idiots of the day, okay? The first one is a really good example of people not knowing if this is wrong or not. Let's put this up on the screen.
He's breathing. Taking a break. Good boy. There we go. Come on, this way. There we go, awesome. Good job.
This woman, she's not a big person, right? This is not a person that's like visibly way too big for this horse to the naked eye. To me, she's visibly way too big just because I've worked with horses, I've trained with horses, I had a lesson program, I managed a barn. So to me, with my experience, she is too big for a horse. And that's just because she's clearly way more than 20% of that horse's body weight. Even if she's only a little bit, she's still too big for that horse. And you know what? If you're a full full-grown adult, just don't fucking get on a miniature pony. I'm sorry. If you want to break in a miniature pony, do it the way that most people break in miniature ponies, which is with sandbags, okay? I literally worked at a miniature horse ranch for the longest time. None of the adults ever got on those miniature ponies. The way we would break them into being ridden was with sandbags. It's the same thing as putting your weight on the horse. There's literally no difference at all. So do you have to sit on a horse to break them in? Absolutely not. There are plenty of other ways to break in a horse to be ridden without ever sitting on them at all.
Go, go. Good boy. Come on, go. Go. Go, baby. Ah. Break.
But I don't think she's a fucking bad person. I just think that she doesn't know what she's doing. She clearly has no idea how to break in a horse to begin with, which is very apparent just by her mannerisms and the way she's working with this horse, which I don't want to get into because I used to actually do that, so I know what it looks like to properly break in a horse. But the point is that she's visibly way too big for this horse, and the reason this is a problem, people, is because of the fact that this is put on the internet and being promoted to thousands of people. It doesn't matter who sees this. If one person sees that person, if they don't know anything about horses, could get it in their mind, oh shit, that's okay for me to do. Let me just hop on a horse, ride them around, and I'll be too big for them too. People who don't know anything about horses think that this shit is totally okay. It doesn't matter how old a video is, when it was posted, who posted it. There is no fucking time limit on the abuse of an animal. I'm sorry. I will not ever put a timestamp on it. I won't ever say, oh, this video was 4 years ago. Yeah, let me not dog on the video for this woman just totally abusing this horse because it was 4 years ago. No, fuck that. There are people who are gonna still see that video if it's still up, and those people will think that it is 100% okay because they just don't fucking know any better. And it also really goes to show the character of someone when they keep up a video that is blatantly wrong, that they've gotten criticism for, and they continue to promote that shit to people when they know it's wrong. This video is probably the best video out of any of the other videos I've ever seen on people doing this type of shit with horses because it doesn't look blatantly abusive to the naked eye, which is why I wanted to put this video in here, because I want people to know that this is a good example of abusing a horse without actually seeing someone like blatantly hit them or do something where you're like seeing a clear negative reaction from an animal, which this horse displays many negative reactions and many signs that he's in pain. But like I said, to the naked eye, you wouldn't see that because you don't know anything about horse behavior or horse body language or anything like that. So a lot of people would just think that this was okay and maybe this horse is unbroke, or maybe this horse like has some problems and that's why he's doing that. Like, oh, she's training the horse. Well, of course he's gonna act that way. No, most horses don't act this way when you're breaking them in. That's just fucking fact, okay? All the horses I've ever broken in have never had a reaction like this, and this is not due to this horse never being ridden. His reaction is due to the amount of weight and the amount of pressure that's being put on his back that is actually causing him to be in pain. Now that we got that video out of the way, I just want to show you guys one more video of this fucking asshole, man. I have beef with this guy because this guy is honestly like scum of the earth, okay? This guy got so much criticism and he just laughs it off. Like, oh, this horse isn't fucking being abused. Like, you guys are all from PETA. Like, first of all, fuck you for saying, like, PETA, as if PETA is, like, a terrible organization. I don't associate with PETA just because I think that they take things way over the top, but PETA has done so much good for animals and for animal rights. That was basically just his way of dismissing it and saying, oh, you know what, like, none of these people, their opinion doesn't matter. I only rode this horse for 30 seconds. Like, this horse wasn't in any fucking pain. The owner was clearly fine with it. We're bitching and shitting on you because of the fact that you're literally abusing an animal. And you're not only abusing an animal, but you're promoting it to 800,000+ people that follow you on Instagram. This video has over 100,000 views. This guy still has not taken this video down, which means that he stands by it. And not only did he not take this video down, but he literally, in his comment section, was laughing at people who were calling him out for abusing this horse. Man, go fuck yourself. You want to sit there and be like such a great human being? Congrats on literally abusing the shit out of an animal. Like, congrats. Feel like a great fucking human, like you've accomplished a bunch of shit. So as you could see in the video, this horse is clearly in pain. He's clearly barely able to walk. This guy is fucking huge. I will put his weight up there on the screen because this guy literally is massive, okay? This horse probably is around 15 hands high. I've worked with a lot of horses that are around 15 hands high, so I can normally tell in videos. And to me, this horse is around 15 hands high, which means that he weighs 1,000 pounds around there or less. And honestly, let me just say something to the owner really quick. How fucking dare you? You honestly, like, garbage human being. Fucking why, dude? Like, you literally own this animal, which means that you are somewhat familiar with horses, and you're stupid enough to allow someone to come out on your ranch and get on your horse and let them do this. But anyway, I know that this guy doesn't know really anything about horses, which is blatantly obvious, because if he did, he would be so embarrassed and ashamed of himself and would take down this video, or he wouldn't have posted this video at all in the first place. So I can't shit on him too hard, other than the fact that this guy's like a macho douchebag and is just laughing at everyone who's calling him out for animal abuse, which to me just shows a lot about your character.
Basically standing up.
You can clearly see that this horse's back is literally dipping to the pressure and to the pain that this guy is causing on the horse, on top of the fact this guy doesn't even know how the fuck to ride. And he says in his caption to justify this, oh, well, I only rode the horse for 30 seconds, which, let me point out, he went back and re-edited that when he started getting a bunch of fucking backlash for doing this, which to me just goes to show how much of a blatant lie that is. He did not only ride that horse for 30 seconds. Even if you only rode the horse for 30 seconds, it's still fucking wrong, dude. This guy was so arrogant and so ignorant that he never took that fucking video down because he thinks there's nothing wrong with it. And that video is being promoted to thousands and thousands of people. Literally, all you had to do was notice that people were shitting on you for abusing a horse and just release a statement and be like, oh shit, guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know anything about horses. Fuck, dude, like, I'll take the video down. I'm really sorry. I definitely won't do that anymore. I won't do it again. That's all that this guy had to do, right? Did he do that? Nah. Go fuck yourself. You're with fucking PETA? Aw, man, fuck you. Yeah, because PETA hasn't done literally any good for anybody or any animals over the years, right? Anyway, I'm sure there's things that I missed out on, but if you are new to my channel, what's up, bitch? I'm Raleigh. Sorry. My normal videos typically aren't like this. This is just a rant video, and occasionally I rant about things that just need to be ranted about because there's so much shit that goes down in the equine world, and a lot of people still abuse horses because there's not an established boundary of what's acceptable and what's unacceptable to do to a horse. So yeah, join the ride if you want to help stop animal cruelty, because that's what I'm fucking here for. Hello. Anyway, I hope that if you are new to my channel, you learned something. I know that my core audience already knows this shit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Nothing else I can really say. I know that you guys love watching me do videos like this, so we're back at it. So. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. If you would like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. All my links are down below. Be sure to go check those out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.